The next 30 minutes is all about hip extension. Grab yourself 2 blocks and a glass of water and meet me on the mat when you're ready. Start off in a tabletop position. Bring the knees together and push and separate the shoulder blades, low ribs pulled down and in. On your next exhale, drag your left knee up towards the chest. Find a squeeze through the front of the hip. Push down through the right knee. Exhale, open up the left knee towards the side of the room. Take an inhale, exhale, rotate the top of your knee down to the ground and keep that knee up as high as you can. Start to sweep the knee back in line with the hip. Notice if the belly drops down to the ground, ribs pull down and in. Squeeze the glute for just a second, and then exhale, knees come down to touch. Reset your base, ribs down and in, straight arms into the ground. Exhale, stamp your foot on the ceiling. Squeeze that glute, and keep the knee lifted as you open it up. Knee comes all the way back to the tricep. Squeeze knee to chest, plant it down. Exhale, knee to chest. Push down through the supporting knee. Open up the knee to the side. Internal rotation, lift the ankle. Sweep the knee in line with the hip. Roll the inner thigh towards midline one more time. Exhale, knees down. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, stamp the ceiling. And then take the knee wide once again, thinking Spider-Man. And then sweep your knee up to your tricep, back underneath the chest. Release. Take one more round. Knee to chest. Open wide. Rotate. Sweep it back. Knees touch. Exhale. Stamp. Open wide. Knee tricep. Knees touch. Now start to set yourself up for the other side. If you've done hip cars with us a lot before, you can continue to cruise on through, but if this is your first time, I'll continue to cue. Press the hands into the ground, separate the shoulders, exhale, knee to chest. Knee opens up wide towards the side of the room, hips stay level, rotate top of the knee down. Sweep the knee back, and then lower knees touch. Press the hands into the ground, gas pedal the fingertips, exhale, stamp the foot on the ceiling. Open up the knee, sweep it wide, knee to chest, release. 2 more, exhale, knee to chest, Spider-Man it out, rotate top of the knee down, roll the inner thigh towards midline, foot finds the ceiling, knees touch. Ribs down and in, extend the hip, external rotation, knee to tricep, release. Last one, exhale it up, take it wide, rotate, sweep the knee back, knees touch, all the way back into your tabletop. Sit on back, tuck the toes, bring the hips on top of the heels. From here, you can roll out the wrists. It feels nice to give them a pull. And bring your hands up out in front of you. From here, squeeze your fingertips into fists, and then open and close your hands as fast as you can. So I like to think I'm putting water onto the floor, flicking it forwards. Bring the fingertips up overhead, ribs pull down and in. Continue to flick water everywhere. Bring the arms open wide. Do it again. Bring the hands down beside you. Do it again for 3. Hands come in front for 2. 1. Hands back down underneath the shoulders in your tabletop. You can tap the toes out. Take the knees about hips width and distance. On an inhale, start to lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Pull the low belly to the ground. Connect to your bottom ribs, pull them down to the ground. Connect to the spine in between the shoulder blades and start to pull it through and forwards into your cow. Drag the knees to the wrists to the knees. Take an inhale. On your exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll up the spine, push and separate the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin, look for your toes. Look for your toes, lift the tailbone. And we roll up the spine. 1 chunk at a time. Low back, mid back, upper back, neck. And then tailbone, low back, mid back, upper back, neck. 1 more round, your own timing. Exhale back into tabletop. Bring the knees together. Then exhale, extend the right leg back. Squeeze the right glute. Push and separate the shoulders. Take an inhale, exhale, left toes back. Squeeze the glutes and hold your plank. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, left knee comes down, back into tabletop, right knee comes down, back into tabletop. Take an inhale, and then exhale, extend the right leg. Tuck the tailbone down. Take an inhale, exhale, extend the left leg. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend both knees and push the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Now you can walk those feet as wide as the hips or a little bit wider. Turn your index fingers out at 45s. Push and shrug through the shoulders. Take a nice bend through the knees. Swaying the hips side to side. No rules for your down dog for these next few moments. Might be nice to find some movement. Whatever feels good for you. Bring the toes together once again at the back of the mat. On an inhale, lift the right foot up and back into a 3-legged dog. Shrug through the shoulders, ribs down and in. Now square the hips down to the mat. So imagine you can roll your inner thighs together and then up towards the ceiling. Squeeze that right glute as much as you can. Inhale, look towards the fingertips. Exhale, roll forwards, knee to chest. Push the mat away. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, round forwards. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale forwards. This time plant the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Drop the left knee. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Now walk the hands up that right thigh and pull the hips to stack over that left knee. Ribs down and in. Now keep that engagement of the core, tucking the tailbone down. And on your next exhale, pull yourself forwards until the belly wants to reach forwards and that low back wants to sway. What we're doing here is just isolating the extension of the hip without the low back. This means we might not go as deep into the lunge, but we're probably going to feel a lot more through the front of the hip. And we'll breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale. Bring the fingertips down to the ground on the inside of the right leg. Inhale, pull the heart forwards. And on your exhale, extend that right leg to send the hips back, finding a stretch in that front hamstring. Now you'll wiggle that heel forwards, out into a comfortable position, toes to shin, coming into your half split. Think about dragging that right hip back, the left hip forwards. Just find that first bit of stickiness in the back of the hamstring. This is our first stretch today. Just scanning with awareness. How does that leg feel today? Just taking it to that first point of resistance. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Push and separate the shoulder blades. From here, bend that right knee, bring the knee into the tricep, find that squeeze. Exhale, open up the knee towards the side of the room, and then rotate the inner thigh back up towards the midline. Like we're doing half a hip car, knees come to touch. Take an inhale here. Exhale, tuck the toes, press up and back, down dog. Now we set ourselves up once again for our 3-legged down dog. Inhale, left, toes up and back, 3-legged dog. Again, we square the hips. Option to bend that knee if that leg is feeling a little heavy, but keeping those hips square, shrug through the shoulders. Inhale, look at the thumbs. Exhale, roll forwards, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, round forwards, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, plant that left foot behind the left hand or somewhere on the outside. Drop that back knee. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, pull yourself back, hip stack over back knee, ribs down and in. So we're kneeling 90-90. And then we pull ourselves forwards, keeping that alignment of ribs and pelvis, low back out of the equation. Lots of intensity in that front of the hip. It's not about how deep we can go, but how much stretch we can find in that working leg. We'll be here for 10 more seconds. Exhale, hands down on the inside of the leg. Inhale, pull that heart forwards. Then exhale, straighten the left leg, pull the hips back into half split. Toes to shin, you might have to shimmy this ankle around again into the right spot. Find that first bit of stretch in the back of the hamstring, and that's it. Exhale to stay. Scanning that stretch, the sensation. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We start to transition ourselves out. So rock the weight forwards onto the hands, bend that left knee. Knee squeezes into the tricep, then take it wide. We're in our half car. Rotate top of the knee down to the ground. Sweep it back, knee in line with the hip. Exhale, knees come to touch. Take an inhale, roll yourself into a cow pose. Exhale, roll yourself into cat. Keep that shrug of the shoulders, squeezing the core. Tuck the toes, take an inhale. Upper body stays just how it is. You push yourself back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale to stay, and exhale to stay. Option to walk those feet wide or keep them narrow, your choice. Inhale, look towards the fingertips. And on your exhale, step or hop, feet to hands, or walk the hands towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, draw the shoulder blades together, micro bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold, loosey-goosey through the head, neck, and shoulders, sway side to side if that feels good. Option to pedal out the legs and just feeling into the back of the hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift once again. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, roll to stand all the way up the spine. Hands are heavy. Exhale, once you reach the top, roll the shoulder blades down the spine. From here, inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold it out, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold, half sun cell. Inhale to roll up. Exhale to release it out. Bring the feet together underneath you. Take an inhale, and exhale, right knee to chest. Give it a squeeze. A little bit of balance work here as we push through that left foot, right knee to chest. Try and cramp through the front of the hip. How much squeeze can you find here? Then exhale, let it go. Switching sides, push down through the right foot. Next exhale, left knee to chest. Use the hands to support the knee and squeeze the knee out of the hands towards the chest. Again, giving it a good squeeze. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, let it go. Soles of the feet together. Inhale, sit down into your chair. Exhale, rise up, right tippy toes. Option here to find that knee to chest once again. Might be really small. And then let it go. Take an inhale. Exhale. Left knee to chest. Tippy toes. Let it go. Inhale, stand. Exhale, let's find it again. Sitting on down. Draw your right knee into the chest. Exhale, slide the right toes back. Come into a high lunge. Again, ribs down and in. Drive through the ball of the back foot. So we have all this hip extension. Knee travels through the 3 middle toes. Now we sit and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, send the chest forwards. Inhale to lift. Back into that stretch. Exhale, send the chest forwards. That stretch might disappear. Inhale to lift. Drive. Find that stretch. Exhale, send it forwards. Hold the chest, hovering off that front leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull that right foot up. So finding the other side. Hands come out for balance. Left hippy toes. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, send it back. Come into your high lunge. We lift the chest, ribs down and in. Finding our stretch to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lean forwards, load into that front leg. Inhale, rise up. We find that stretch left hip for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that glute. Exhale, chest forwards. Slide left foot up. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Shoulder blades pull together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale out. Now let's continue to layer on, keeping your blocks handy. These will become extension of our arms as we layer onto our flow. Inhale, sink into your chair. Exhale, right tippy toes. Inhale, prepare. Send those right tippy toes back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale to stay. Find that strength in this pose. Drive over the ball of the back foot. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forwards. Notice if the low belly reaches forwards, pull it back, ribs down and in. So we're really driving that hip extension. Squeeze the glute. Inhale. Exhale, lean forwards. Ribs down and in once again. Now we rock our weight onto that left leg, grow light in those back toes. From here, hands come down to the blocks. Exhale, can you kick those right toes up to the ceiling? Knees still bent on that left leg. And then lower the right toes down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, squeeze the right glute. Lift those toes. And lower. We'll continue to lift and lower. Exhaling to engage that glute for 3, 2, 1. Now hold that leg in the air right where it is. Extend the right leg coming into your warrior 3. Now you can keep the hands on the blocks. They can come out to the side. They can reach forwards. But we're using that active hip extension to keep that right hip open. 3, 2, 1. Transition back into your high lunge. Generous bend in the left knee. Right toes touch down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale. Lean the chest forwards. Step the right foot back. Find the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Set yourself up for the other side. Inhale into chair. Exhale, left tippy toes. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, slide them back. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Again, find that hip extension, ribs down and in. Strong drive through the back leg. Inhale for length. Exhale to lean. We load into that front foot. Hands can come down onto the blocks. And then from here, we rock our weight forwards so we have room to lift those back toes. Exhale, lift up, ribs down and in. Pop them down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Take an inhale. Exhale, extend the right leg. Roll that left inner thigh towards midline and up towards the ceiling. Hold your warrior 3, your airplane for 3, 2. On 1, generous bend in that right knee. We transition back into the high lunge, toes drop. Inhale to rise. Exhale, send the chest forwards. Get light in those back toes, slide them up into your chair. Take an inhale at the pause. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let it go. And let's connect all of those poses, moving breath for breath. Inhale, sink into your chair. Exhale, right tippy toes. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, slide it back. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, chest forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, launch, warrior 3. Option to stay, or exhale, lean forwards into a standing split, so standing L. We'll hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're in your standing split, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, big bend in the knee, transition back into your high lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chest forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, step. Inhale, stand it up. Exhale, release, other side. Inhale, chair. Exhale, tippy toes, slide it back. Inhale, up. Exhale, launch forwards as you lean. Lift into your warrior 3 or drop forwards into your standing split. That left heel drives up towards the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Option to half lift. Exhale, big bend through the right knee. Drop those toes down. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, chest forwards. Bring the left foot up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it out. Now you can get loosey-goosey once again in your forward fold. On an inhale, halfway lift. Slide your blocks out of the way so we have a clear runway. Plant the hands. Exhale, step back into your plank. We'll hold for a quick 3, 2, 1. Rock the weight forwards on the fingertips. Exhale, lower down onto the belly. On an inhale, lift the chest in your cobra. Squeeze the elbows, drag them towards the hips. Exhale, bow it down, let it go. On your next inhale, ribs pull down and in. Lift the chest once again. Reach back, grab the outside edge of the left foot with the hand. Reach back, other hand, outside edge of the right foot. Take an inhale, prepare, exhale, kick into the hands to lift the chest. Squeeze the glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower down. Let go of the hands. Now you can work your way into a comfortable resting position, letting go of that extension. Big, full belly breath in and out. Now, option to stay and rest with me for 10 more rounds of breath, or option for another round of that extension, or an extension of your choice. If you're resting on your mat, we'll be here for 5 more rounds of breath. Stay here if it feels good. Or start to reach that right hand forwards and the left knee out beside you. This is our entry into a twist. So you can roll over on your right shoulder, your right hip, bring that right hand down to the left knee, and then open up the chest towards the ceiling. Breathe into the ribs, feel the resistance of the twist, and then exhale to let it go. I'll stay on this side if you need more time. Or inhale back onto the belly. Sweep that left hand back overhead. Knees come down to touch. And then we start to set ourselves up for the other side. Left hand reaches forward. Right knee comes out to 90. And then we roll ourselves over. Left hand on right knee, right shoulder to the mat. Meeting this twist where it's at on this side. Now you can start to find your way onto your back, shimmy back onto your mat. Grab a block, place it on the lowest setting. We'll use this for supported shoulder stand, our last part of our practice. Inhale to roll up the spine, lift the hips, slide your block underneath the sacrum, and exhale, let your sacrum settle onto the block. Now, if it feels good in supported bridge to stay here, option to keep feet rooted on the mat. You also have the option to lift the feet up towards the ceiling, finding that sweet spot where you just start to feel weightless. Now, if it feels good, stay here. Or if the low back has been tight lately, it can feel nice. Draw the knees into the chest. Grab the outside edges of the feet. Take this into a supported happy baby. Your choice for your practice today. Now I invite you to stay here for as long as it feels good. And then when you're ready, transition into your final resting pose. Thank you for sharing your time, your practice with us today. We'll see you in the next video.